Spine is awesome. Currently in pre-alpha, I sat down to this third-person single-player action game with no expectations. I did this at Summer Game Fest Playdays, and very quickly I was taken aback with jaw-dropping visuals and some seriously impressive camera work that followed its main character through some very cool and intense gun-fu fight choreography. The primary purpose of Spine seems to be to showcase intense gun-fu, which will likely equate to film franchises like The Matrix, Equilibrium, and the John Wick franchise. In terms of gameplay though, anyone who's familiar with the free flow system of games like the Arkham series and perhaps Spider-Man, you'll quickly pick this up and move about the world with dodging, parrying, and impressive finishers that showcase the best of martial arts moves and often end with the barrel of a gun destroying your opponent. While still early in development, developer NEKKI is using an original animation engine that couples with the power of the Unreal Engine 5 to showcase its moves. The free-flow gun-fu beat-em-up feels like a rhythm game in motion, and at times, it shows your skills to be a wide range of incredibly impressive martial arts madness, and it puts on display some impressive shooting throughout. A special shout out has to be made towards the camera system, which even at this early in development does a great job at showcasing the action without getting in the way of it, at least as of now. One moment was especially cool when the game transitioned from third-person action martial arts to top-down Hotline Miami John Wick 4 style gunplay, and it was absolutely awesome. There was no hiccup, no mix-up, it just moved to the top and shot down perfectly. I do want to note though that the footage here is provided B-roll from the developer versus what I specifically did in my hands-on time, as my hands-on demo didn't allow capture given its early state of the game. Still, the game felt great in my hands and I was immediately familiar with what to do thanks to my extensive time spent in the Arkham series. You'll hold a gun and you can shoot it, but typically your best bet is to engage in hand-to-hand combat with your opponents and then execute a finisher, which then makes the most of any shots that you have fired, typically in a very bloody affair. Visually speaking, the cyberpunk aesthetic provided is a narratively appropriate place, as your protagonist makes use of cybernetic AI enhancements, appropriately called Spine in this case. It's this enhancement path that allows your character to execute these moves in near bullet time mayhem and move about the world with such agility. Dispatching standard enemies was an absolute blast because it puts the best of gun-fu on display. Towards the end of the demo though, I encountered a boss that also had Spine, and she was immensely more difficult to take down. Not only did she have the capability of dodging my bullet dancing attacks, she also sent her own at me while simultaneously dispatching spider drones at me that exploded whenever they came in close proximity. I was forced to use the environment against her, and it was not easy. Speaking of that environment, we're making our way through gritty warehouses, dark alleyways, and crime-ridden streets with an appropriate cyberpunk-themed world. You got to use different elements of that environment in this demo to take down your enemies as well, which was really cool to have environmentally specific attacks. Smoke and atmospheric elements to it really added a layer of visual fidelity and cinematic quality to what I was experiencing here. It was awesome. My time with Spine was very short, and that makes sense again because this is in pre-alpha, but what I played excited me greatly. I'll have my eye on Spine for the foreseeable future, and currently it's slated to come to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S and X, and Steam at some point during 2026. Please consider supporting XEP by liking, subscribing, and sharing this preview with others. We've got more hands-on coverage from Summer Game Fest on the way, as well as all of our impressions from each of the showcases. That's it for us. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.